Welcome into DRF Daily, DRF Sports' betting live stream coming at you every single weekday at around 11 a.m. Eastern. We have a loaded slate of games. I can't wait to talk about Yankees Red Sox, game one of the series. It's going to be a fantastic series, giving us a lot of MLB action, a lot of storylines as we head into the weekend. But it's Thursday, lots of series other than Yankees Red Sox getting underway. Angels Orioles we're going to talk about today. Tigers White Sox. Don't really know why we're going full Tigers White Sox there. I picked it, not sure 100% why. Cubs Dodgers is our other third best bet of the day. It's going to be fantastic. We're coming off a 2-2 day. However, if we count the prop bet we handed out, we were 3-2. I mean, come on, a 3-2 days, absolutely phenomenal. We hit the Goldschmidt double. He hit it early on in the game in the first inning, so that was big time and was a huge win for us. I think that was plus 425 it was boosted to, so that made our day profitable. And a couple bad losses. Had the Cardinals as underdogs. Our Sims told me to go the Braves. I faded the Sims. And then our other loss, I believe, was the Astros lost to the Royals, or the Royals won, I think, something like that. But we have 4 games for you today, and we're going to start breaking them down. Now, before we get into that, though, remember to follow us on Twitter at DRF_sports. We're getting ready for a fantastic college football, fantastic NFL season, breaking down all things Iowa Hawkeyes, Iowa State Cyclones, maybe a little UNI in there, some FCS action. So be sure to keep it locked on DRF Sports at DRF_sports. And like and subscribe on YouTube to get all of our expert insights and advice, fun videos, things like that on YouTube. Just type in DRF Sports and we'll pop up. If you're on Twitch, what's up? Follow, subscribe, do whatever you do on Twitch as well. We'd be hugely appreciative of that. So let's dive into today's first game. Angels, Orioles. Getting the start for the Angels is Chase Silseth. Getting the start for the Orioles is Jordan Lyles. Orioles minus 105. Total is set at 8.5. The Angels are coming off of a fantastic game last night. Shohei Ohtani absolutely was a baller last night. I think he fourth start in a row where he didn't allow an earned run. I mean, he's absolutely balling out. And the Angels are still terrible. I think this is what we talk about every season. You have 2 generational talents, and the rest of the roster is trash, your bullpen's terrible, and your rotation outside of Shohei Ohtani isn't good. I don't think Syndergaard's having a good season. And so they're wasting their primes, but that's besides the point. Angels, Orioles, it's Baltimore, first game of the series tonight. Angels 1-4 over their last five. The Angels are 1-4 over their last five. The Orioles have won their last four after dropping their previous four. So if you extrapolate out over the last eight, they're 4-4. If you look in just their last four, they're 4-0, and they're looking pretty darn good. And that's why I'm going to side with the Orioles tonight at a -105. I think that's some fantastic value. Our power line has it at about -103, so right on the head in what they think this game should be. Chase Silseth, this is really the key. 1-2 this season with a 5.23 ERA. Jordan Lyles, on the other hand, 4-7 with a 4.7 ERA. So two bad pitchers, and I have more faith in the Orioles offense than I do in the Angels offense. Both of these teams average 4.1 runs per game and almost carbon copies of each other. Look at that. The average, both 230, 231, roughly the same on-base percentage, roughly the same slugging percentage. Los Angeles hits a few more dingers than the Orioles do. However, the Orioles are hot. Angels coming off of a win, but have just been really struggling over their last five. Here's the real play that I love. And this is going off of what our sims say. Give me the over in this one as well. I don't often do two picks, but I'm feeling two picks in this one. Give me the over 8.5. Give me Orioles -105 in this one tonight. I'm having faith in my Baltimore boys, is what I'm going to call them tonight. So moving on from that one, we're going to go into Tigers, White Sox. Tigers are not good. The White Sox are 39-41, still hovering around that 500 mark as they have been all season. White Sox are -230 in it. Starting tonight for Detroit is Bo Brisky. I'm going to go Bo Brisky. Starting for the White Sox is Dylan Cease. Game one of the series, White Sox 27-16 versus the Tigers at home the last three seasons. And the White Sox have had the upper hand. They don't have a winning record against a lot of teams, but they have a 5-1 record against the Tigers so far this season. White Sox have had the Tigers number 5 of 6 times, 85%, I think that is, maybe a little less win percentage against them. However, Detroit comes in on a 4-game winning streak. White Sox, on the other hand, not as lucky. Brisket is 1-6 with a 4.54 ERA. He allows hits about 5.4 per game, I think, if my math's right. And he allows a lot of home runs, about 1 home run per start. Meanwhile, Cease, 7-3 with a 2.51 ERA. White Sox have the better pitcher. White Sox, I have a little bit more faith in them coming off of a win yesterday. There's not a lot of value in this one. Our value actually thinks it's on the Tigers. They think the White Sox win and win handedly, or I guess not handedly, but they win 4-3. But the number at -230, our power line thinks that's too high, so there's value on the Tigers. With that being said, our power line still thinks the White Sox win. Our simulator thinks the White Sox win. I'm going to go White Sox to win in this one. Do I like it at -230? No. Do I think they're going to win? Yes, and that's what I'm picking. It's money line up right here. So give me the White Sox to win against the Tigers. Moving on from that one, we're going into Cubs, Dodgers, and this game's absolutely hilarious to me, right? So the Dodgers are -260, and you're sitting there and you're like, man, that is a high number as they go up against, a Cubs team that's not great, 34-48, and the Dodgers are darn good. The Cubs also come into this one 6-2 over their last 8, so you're like, -260 just seems a little high for this. I'm here to tell you, no, it's not at all. The Dodgers, according to our power line, should be like -420. You're getting so much value on the Dodgers in this one. Mark Leader Jr. is getting the start for the Cubs. This is his 4th start. He's 4.85 ERA this season. He does have 31 Ks and 29 2/3 innings pitched so far this season, but he's going up against Tony Gonsolin, who's 4th in NL Cy Young odds. He's 10-0 this season in his starts. He has a 1.54 ERA when he starts. Absolute stud on the mound. I can't fade him, and you're telling me I can get a ton of value on the Dodgers with Tony on the mound. Give me the Dodgers to dominate this game. 7-3, our simulator likes it. So give me Dodgers all day, every day. I was on them yesterday at minus 300. They gave me a little bit of a scare. Dodgers minus 260 when it should be around minus 420. Hammer, hammer, hammer the Dodgers. Absolutely fantastic value. Mark Leader Jr., I'm sorry, you're gonna suffer an L today in your fourth start of the season. Man, that was fun. Those were our three best bets of the day. We're going over 8.5 runs in Baltimore to win. I'm not parlaying those together. I'm going to do them two singles. We're going Chicago White Sox to win minus 230, and we're going Dodgers to win minus 260 with some of the most value I have ever seen. So if you haven't already, follow us on Twitter at DRF_sports. Like and subscribe on YouTube. We're coming at you every single weekday with all of our best picks, powered by DRF Sports Pro data. And now, all of that being said, we're going into our featured free game of the day. Boom. Yankees Red Sox. I'm so excited for this. I don't know why, but Yankees Red Sox is something that always gets me going. Garrett Cole gets to start for the Yankees. Josh Winkowski gets the start for the Red Sox. This is game one of an absolutely historic series, and I know historic gets thrown around a lot, but I mean, there's not a lot of rivalries in sports quite like Yankees Red Sox. This game's in Boston at Fenway. Boston's 24-19 at Boston over the last three seasons. However, the Yankees are 2-1 this season against Boston. Last time they played, that was the one win for Boston. They won 4-3. Yankees, though, completely out-hit them. If we're looking, throw out the scores and we're just looking at offensive numbers, the Yankees, not only do they have the winning record, they also have just dominated this series so far this season. And I mean, the Yankees have done that against nearly everyone so far this season. You don't get to be, 59-23 by barely pulling out wins. Yankees 55-39 overall against Boston over the last three seasons. So the Yankees have had their number, just not when they're at Fenway, just about 5 games under 500 against Boston in Fenway. Garrett Cole gets the start. Like I said, he's 7-2 this season with a 2.99 ERA, fourth favorite to win the AL Cy Young. Winkowski 3-2 with a 3.12 ERA. He's had one divisional start. He gave up a few earned runs, had a 12 ERA, got the loss. Not the best outing for Winkowski, but overall that 3.12 ERA maintains pretty much steadily over his last three on the road, on grass, really whatever thing other than divisional. So I expect him to have a good outing, and the Yankees won't hit him around too easily. I think Winkowski will put up a good fight. However, Garrett Cole and the Yankees, that's my pick. Minus 160, give me the Yankees all day, every day. Yankees come into this one 2-2 over their last 4. Boston's 2-4 over their last 6. So both teams not too hot coming into this one, but I just like the Yankees. I think the Yankees, you really can't fade them. I faded them, I think, twice so far this season, maybe 3 times, and I'm 1-2 in those. The Yankees have had the Red Sox number this season. They had 11 hits last time they played. Granted, they lost 4-3, but you don't lose a lot of games that you have 11 hits and it's a one-run game. And they stranded all 11 runners. So give me the Yankees. Give me Garrett Cole to pick up his 8th win. Yankees minus 160. I think it's the play of the day. You look at this. Look at our numbers here on drf.com/sports. It thinks our power line makes it minus 159, so it thinks the value's pretty much spot on with the Yankees at minus 160, Boston plus 150. And here's the thing. Look at this. I'm going to zoom in on it. Yankees, Red Sox, our game simulator thinks this is an absolute just obliteration. I don't think the Yankees win this game by 3 runs by any means. I think this is more like maybe a 4-3, 5-4 type of close game, grinded out, that's going to leave it with a lot of drama in it. Garrett Cole's great. Josh Winkowski, like I said, hasn't been lights out in divisional games, but all of his numbers regress to his mean, which is 3.12 ERA. So I have a feeling it's going to regress to the mean, and he'll have a solid outing. By no means a Garrett Cole type of outing, but I don't think he's going to have another terrible divisional start. So give me Yankees minus 160. The simulator backs me up. The power line backs me up. I'm feeling good about this. I might lean the under on it as well. I might lean an Aaron Judge home run if we're talking player props. That's probably way too juiced and not a lot of value on that. But give me Yankees minus 160. I'm leaning the under. That's our breakdown for our featured free game of the day. So let's break down what our best bets of the day are, as I accidentally hit the wrong button. Let's break down what our best bets of the day are. We normally go 4. Today we went 5 best bets. Here it is. We're going the over in the Orioles game. Over 8.5 runs. Both of those pitchers have a 4.2 or worse ERA. The Angels starter, I think, is over 5. Jordan Lyles, I believe, is the starter for Baltimore. He's, I think, at 4.7, something like that. So pitchers that give up a lot of runs, a lot of earned runs. Give me the over 8.5 in that one. I also like the Orioles to win that game at minus 105. Originally, that was going to be a lean, but I feel pretty confident in the Orioles who come into that game a little hot. Angels come into it limping 1-4 in their last 5. So give me Baltimore minus 105. White Sox, Tigers, not a lot of value on this one. If we're talking value and you follow the numbers, Tigers have more value in this game. However, I'm going off of who wins. Our power line thinks White Sox win. Our power simulator thinks the White Sox win. So you're not getting a ton of value. You're almost, I'd wait for that to get to like minus 150 and then you go White Sox, but that movement's just not there. White Sox have had the Tigers number all season. They're 5-1 against them. Give me White Sox minus 230. Dodgers against the Cubs. I've never seen this much discrepancy in a line to what our power line says. Hammer the Dodgers at minus 260, minus 265, even all the way up to minus 300, because our power line thinks this is more like Dodgers minus 420 against the Cubs. Tony Gonsolin gets the start against Mark Leader Jr. Gonsolin hasn't lost a game this season. He's 10-0 with a sub-2 ERA. Has been absolutely lights out. I don't think a loss starts tonight. Give me Dodgers minus 260. I'm not even thinking twice about it. And Yankees in our featured free game of the day. We just broke it down. Yankees minus 160 against the Red Sox. I love that pick. I think it'll be a close game. I think it'll be a fantastic game. And I think we have a fantastic series on our hands that takes us into the weekend. I believe their Sunday game is on ESPN, and that'll be a really great one. But I think the Yankees start this series out with a win. Yesterday's record, we went 2-2, nothing too fantastic, but we're staying at about 500, above 500. We're 34-29 overall, so can't sneeze at that. We're feeling a solid day. We went 5 best bets, so this could either go really well for us or really poorly. So thank you so much for tuning in to DRF Sports Daily. DRF Sports is betting live stream coming at you every single weekday at around 11 a.m. Tomorrow's Friday. You don't want to miss our Friday best bets. That tends to be our 4-0 days. So if you haven't already, follow us on Twitter at DRF_sports. Keep up to date with everything happening in the sports betting world, in the sports data world. And we have a lot up our sleeves for the NFL college football season. Iowa Hawkeyes, Iowa State. If you're not already, bet with us at DRF Sportsbook, ia.drf.com. Iowa residents only, but man, do you get some fantastic boosts. Keep an eye on today's daily boosts that are coming out here shortly. And if you are on YouTube, like and subscribe, DRF Sports up in the search bar. And if you're on Twitch, do what you got to do. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. You all have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. See ya.